Hello students, good morning to all. Once again welcome back to our online session. First of all, I want to tell you today's session is very interesting because it covers the most important point of database management system, that is types of keys which is required throughout the database system. Now the question is what is key? Define key in database management system. The answer is here. Keys are very important part of relational database model. They are used to establish and identify relationships between tables and also to uniquely identify any record or row of data inside a table. You can say a key can be single attribute or group of attributes where the combination may act as key. This view is all about the different keys in relational database management system. Now, why we need a key? In real world applications, number of tables required for storing the data in huge, and the different tables are related to each other as well. Also, tables store a lot of data in them. Tables generally extends to thousands of records stored in them, unsorted and unorganized. Now, to fetch any particular record from such data set, you will have to apply some conditions. But what if there is duplicate data present, and every time you try to fetch some data by applying certain conditions, you get the wrong data? How many trials before you get the right? To avoid this all, keys are defined to easily identify any row of data. Now, what is the definition of key? A key is unique identifier. So, unique key is a use of more words than are necessary to convey meaning. In short, you remember only key is a unique used to uniquely identify any record or row of data table. There are various types of keys in database like super key, candidate key, primary key, foreign key, composite key, alternate key, and now we will start to see each key in detail. Super key is nothing but which can uniquely identify a tuple is known as super key. For example, you can say super key is a set of one or more columns, that is attributes, that taken collectively allow us to identify uniquely rows, that is tuple, in the table. You can an attribute or combination of attributes that uniquely identify each record in table is called as a super key. Super key, remember that super key is a superset. Adding 0 or more attributes to candidate key generates super key. A candidate key is super key, but vice versa is. Now, what is candidate key? Super key has various properties, like a super key is a set of attributes that can identify each tuple uniquely in the given relation. A super key is not restricted to have any specific number of attributes. Thus, a super key may, in the given example, that is in the given table, student number, student. Here you can see the different properties of the super key. As I consider another one example, that is student having various attributes like a roll number, name, age, address, class, section. Now the super keys of each set which can uniquely identify each student in the student table. That is, you can say class, section or roll number can identify the student, that's why it is a super key. Or you can say class, section, roll number and name, also super key. Name and address will be super key. Name and age will click super key. All the attributes in super key are definitely sufficient to identify each tuple uniquely in the given relation. But all of them, this is all about the super key. Now the first one I want to tell you, candidate key is a candidate keys are selected from the set of super keys. The only things we take care while selecting candidate key is it should not have any redundant attribute. That is the reason they are also termed super key. Candidate key is a super key without redundancies or minimal super keys. The candidate key uniquely identifies each record of table. In a table, there may be more than one candidate's keys. After identifying the candidate keys, any one of the appropriate candidate key is selected as the primary key. Now the primary key concept will cover very soon. The candidate key have unique values. For example, candidate key is, if student is table, then roll number, phone number, email, these are the super keys of that table. Now what is candidate key? Only roll number will be the candidate key, only phone number will be the candidate key, only email will be the candidate key. That's why I said that candidate key is a subset. Or you can define like a candidate key is a set of attributes that uniquely identify tuples in a table. Candidate key is a super key with no repeated attributes. The primary key should be selected from the candidate keys. Every table must have at least a single candidate key. A table can have multiple candidate keys but only a single primary key. There are various properties of candidate key, like it must contain unique values. Second one is candidate key may have multiple attributes. It must not contain null values. And last one is uniquely identify each record in a table. These are the different properties of the candidate key. Now here is one example of candidate key, that in the employee table, ID is the best suited for the primary key. Rest of the attributes like SSN, passport number and license number, etc. are considered as a candidate. Here take another one example. In the given table, student ID, roll number and email are the candidate keys which help us to uniquely identify the student record in the Here another one example of candidate key. Listen, if you focus on the examples, various examples of the keys, then only you can get the clear concept of the keys in the database management system. That's why focus on various examples. Here I will explain you another one example. Consider the following student schema, like student having various attributes like roll number, name, age, address, class and section. Given below are the examples of candidate keys, since each set consists of minimal attributes required to identify each student uniquely in the student table. Like class, section, roll number are the candidate keys of the student table. Or you can say name, address is also candidate key of. Now here, what is the super key of this example? That is roll number, a name, age, address, class, section. This is the example of super key. Now, as I told you, candidate key is a subset of super key. That's why here class, section, roll number is a subset of that super key, and name and address also subset of that super key. That's why it is a candidate key. Now, the third, primary key is a candidate key that is most appropriate to become the main key for any table. Remember that this is a main key for any table. It is a key that can uniquely identify each record. Here is one example of primary key. For the table student, we can make the student ID column. You can also define primary key is a column or combination of columns in a relationship that helps us in uniquely identifying a row in that particular table. There can be no duplicates in primary key, meaning that there can be no two same values in the table. We have a few rules for choosing a key as a primary key, like primary key field cannot be left null, and it is necessary for the primary key column to hold a value. Any two rows in table cannot have identical values for that column. And last one is, in case of foreign key refers to the primary key, then no value in this primary key column can be altered or modified. Let us take another one example, that is a table where employee ID is the primary key. Because the employee, as I told you, a primary key is a candidate key that the database designer selects while designing the database. There are various things related. The value of primary key can never be null. The value of primary key must always be unique. The values of primary key can never be changed, that is, no updation is possible. The value of primary key must be assigned when inserting a record. A relation is allowed to have two rows can't have the same primary key value. It must for every row. This is all about the primary key. It is the first key which is used to identify one and only one instance of an entity uniquely. An entity can contain multiple keys, as we saw in person table. The key which is most suitable for those lists become a. For each entity, selection of the primary key is based on requirement and developers. Now the conclusion of today's session is, primary key is also known as a candidate key. It is a subset of candidate key. Candidate key is subset. This is all about today's session. In the next session, we will see remaining keys of management system.